y'all doing, America? It's your man Tree Trunk over here. Live stream with my morning Joe. Hope y'all got that Joe to get your engines running. If you're not 18, you shouldn't be messing with your man Tree Trunk in the first place. This is my live stream morning Joe. I'm back. Had to go over to TikTok. You know, do something on TikTok. It's kind of crazy running up two platforms. So, what up, y'all? If you ain't 18, you shouldn't be on this channel. 18 plus on. That's it. Must be an adult. Mess with your man Tree Trunk. This is a cannabis smoking channel. Cannabis is legal in the state of Michigan. TikTok is a lot different than YouTube. And I'm trying to, you know, I got channels on both platforms, so I'll be trying to run them up. YouTube is a harder, it's a harder, nut to crack, you know. But, it is what it is. This is the new way of the world. I remember growing up, I didn't want the era I grew up in. You don't want nobody following you and nobody watching you. Now everybody's watching you and everybody's following you. You never know where a camera at. So you gotta be careful. Extremely careful. But feeling like I need to go to church. You know, just I went to church as a kid, every Sunday. me and my me and my brothers. My sister, she the youngest. It's four of us. She was a bit young, so she didn't come with us. I can't never really I can't remember a time I've ever been to church with my parents. And just sitting here thinking about it, I don't have a memory of ever even being in a church. Well, maybe a wedding or something. I think my uncle was getting married, and I was in a church with my dad. And that might I can't even remember if he was in a church when he got married. But memories of being in church with my parents, I don't have that. I got just memories with my brothers, uh, cousins, and stuff like that. But I want to find a church. I think I need it. I want to go to church with my granddaughter and my daughter and my wife. Take my whole family. And I think I need it, America. So if you in this uh, southeast Michigan area and you're watching this, jump in the comments and let me know. If let me know if it's a church that you think may be a good fit for your man Tree Trunk. And in churches, it ain't supposed to be no. Thanks for coming in my live. How you doing? You know, good morning. It's your man Tree Trunk old head. But they clicked out. But it usually happens. So I'm not alarmed by that. But some people get scared and they like, whoa. But I just think I need a church in my life. For all the cannabis smokers, I'm smoking Kush Cake from the Green Acres dispensaries. You know, you can look them up online if you hear Michigan. They got pretty good deals. I fuck with the Green Acres. Let me see if I got a package or something. And this is just for people in the state of Michigan. I'm not promoting cannabis use. You know, it helps me. You know, I just smoke cannabis and drink coffee. I'm no pill user, no crack addict, no cokehead, no shit like that. That ain't your man Tree Trunk. Just smoke me some good green, you know. But the Green Acres, you know, you can mess with them. If you in the state of, you know, Southeast Michigan, they got pretty good deals, you know. So I fuck with them. Good morning. You know, this your man Tree Trunk the old head. See how people jump out real quick, you know. But if you in this area, you know, you can fuck with the Green Acres, you know. That's who I've been fucking with. You know, my last couple dispensary runs, and I got some Kush Cake and some all gas OG. You know that's good for me. You know, I think it's 23, 24%. Anything higher than that for THC is a bit strong for your man Tree Trunk. Had to be like a special occasion, you know, for me to get something like that. But if you smoke cannabis, you know, that's what it is. And you know, it ain't just gotta be smoking. You might want to, you might be into, you know, brownies, edibles, or gummies, or some shit like that. You know, that's just not your man Tree Trunk. It never been me. You you know, these new growers are way better than their fathers. You know, so, and then now that it's legal in some states, they can work with it openly and share information and shit. Shit was a big secret, you know. You know, America. Because a few times I jumped on here and people from other countries be like, God damn, that weed? Yeah, I'm Michigan. It's America. You know, it's America. Man, Tree Trunk, I'm sitting on here watching the world the world according to Briggs. He's a YouTuber and what states is best for you? He done this 3 weeks ago. Briggs did. But I'm retiring in you know maybe 10 years or so. So shoot. I won't be leaving Michigan though. I lived in Georgia for a stretch, you know, several years. And not saying Georgia is a bad state. It's just not a state for tree trunk. The cost of living is way lower than well a lot of the southern states. The cost of living is cheaper than it is in the northern states. You know, like here in Michigan, I'm in the Midwest. Cost of living is a little higher here than it is down there, but the wages are better here, and it's unions here. And down there is the unions are very far in between, and you just don't have no flex. If a company just want to just say I ain't fucking with you, you ain't got no recourse. You ain't got no union representation. It's just what the motherfucking human resources said or the boss in that fucking office that was in the corner. So, and that may be good for some people. That just wasn't good for Tree Trunk. You got the unions. I think they're good, but they might not be good for everybody. But I'm not even gonna get into that. That ain't what this live about. Just speaking my mind. Y'all know how you man Tree Trunk is. I ain't gonna talk about no politics. I'm sick of the fucking commercials and all that shit. I'm just sick of it from both sides. You know. And if you've been on my channel, you probably know what side I'm on. Because in the election, everybody got to pick a side at some point. So, but we ain't even gonna get off into that. It's just sickening at this point. Some I want other countries they're laughing at this shit. They laughing at us. Like look at these motherfuckers over here, and that shit's embarrassing. Other countries laughing at us and shit. And we we shouldn't have to. Other countries don't like us here in America, and we fund them and pay for different things for them. We shouldn't have to pay for other countries to hate us. We should let them hate us for free, you know. But let me back up. I said I wasn't even gonna get into this shit, that shit. You know, I need some goddamn church. That's the fuck I need for me and my family. But the world according to Briggs fuck with him. He's a YouTuber. I fuck with him, man. He got all type of fucking insight on different states, what state to retire to, what's the whitest state, what's the blackest state, they whatever it is, you gonna get it from Briggs, and he, you know, he's kind of unbiased, He'll let you know the whitest state and the blackest state, some shit like that. So I fuck with him. But that's what this platform about. And I can't remember uh, what the blackest state is, but the blackest state, I mean, probably. Uh, let me let me pull this shit up in his channel. Let me see what Briggs got to say about it. The blackest state. You know, the see, cause I'm on YouTube live, but I'm still watching it too. So let me see if we can find. Let me see if I'm gonna just put it in. And see what come up. See, YouTube is unique than other platforms. The You can just put some shit in like this, the blackest state, and see what the fuck come up. Oh shit. It's Kush Cake pretty good. I kind of like this shit. Okay. Shit, I might not be writing fast enough for y'all, but I'm the old head. I know what the fuck I'm spelling this shit is just. Okay. I found the shit. the 10 the 10 blackest states in America. And that's from Nick Johnson too. He be but I'm gonna go to Briggs first. So we go see the blackest states in America according to Briggs, but I stand on Briggs shit. I fuck with Briggs. So me, I'm thinking maybe Mississippi or some shit. The motherfuckers, bunch of black motherfuckers down there. See, I can talk different than Briggs because he just said he not comfortable with saying some things. I'm a black motherfucker, so I can say it's a bunch of black motherfuckers down there in Mississippi. So that's what I'm thinking. So we go see. We go see what Briggs say. You know, I think it's Mississippi, but this is the 10 blackest states, uh, according to Briggs. You know, and he done the most Asian states, Hispanic states. He got all that shit. And and you hear what he said. He said he's so white. He got three different type of mayonnaise in his refrigerator. So he tried not to be biased. And I understand him. So and I'm a black motherfucker. So shit. Is there such thing as you do black shit because you a black motherfucker? It's black people shit that we do. You know. So let's see. Okay, Tennessee. Tennessee is what one of those. Let me see what the fuck did it say. 10 blackest. The 10 blackest states in the U.S. So Tennessee, and I'm thinking Memphis got a big part to do with that. Stanton, Brownsville. So 17.8% of the population in Tennessee, black residents. So number 9, let's see. Virginia. Them southern states like that is like it's not shocking that they might be more black people down there than up in these Midwest and northern states. Hustle, Virginia. What the fuck? Hustle, Virginia. That's a hell of a name. I'll fuck with that. God damn. 18.6% of the residents are black. Hustle, Virginia. North Carolina, they on the list. But North Carolina, I know it's a southern state, but I thought it was a bunch of white people in that motherfucker. I didn't know it was considered in one of the 10 blackest states. So, but that's information for your man TREETRUNK. I thought it was a lot of white people there. So, but according to Briggs, it's within the 10. The cities with the highest African American population in North Carolina would be Gettysburg, Lewiston, Woodville, 3%, Enfield with 81.9%,
and Scotland neck with 72%. Now
I
there's a
can't
whole
say
bunch of
that
other
shit.
ones in between there that they've only got like 150 people in the town, so I ignored those.
But I
Overall,
would have
North
never
Carolina's
thought North
black
Carolina.
population is 22.5% of the state's
22.5%
population.
black
That's
population
about
in
2.5
North Carolina.
million black residents.
Number 7.
Number 7, Delaware. Yes, mind blown. Anyone else see this one coming?
Delaware.
I mean, this one actually
I
beat
didn't see
North
that.
Carolina. This is
I didn't
surprising.
see that
Delaware has
coming
a few
either, but
cities, but their main metro area is Wilmington, and that is where a majority of the
in
population lives.
Wilmington,
Not just
that's
the black
where most
population,
of the
the
black
entire
motherfuckers
population. Delaware has a strange history when it comes to their
at. But
African
the
American
southern
population.
states.
Delaware prides itself on
But
being the first
I
state to
still
ratify
think
the
Detroit got
Constitution.
to be
They
like the
were the
blackest
last to
city.
ratify the 13th
You know,
Amendment outlawing
we gonna
slavery.
look that
But
shit
these
up
days in Wilmington, if
too
you want
while
to
I'm
learn
sitting
about
here.
black history and
So
heritage, you can go to the Delaware History Museum and Mitchell
we'll
Center for
see.
African
You
American
know,
Heritage.
I
That's in
like
Wilmington.
doing. I'm gonna
Landmark
start
history.
doing this
Visit
shit
every
right
city
here.
on the
What we
Market
do it
Street.
right
If
now.
you're
We're
not
gonna
thinking about the
analyze
only city that doesn't have an item gas
other
station database, that's
videos
where all the markets were.
and
But
then,
yeah, I don't
you
think I
know,
know of a
sit
city
here and
that
talk
doesn't
about
have
this
a
shit.
market street, a major
You
city.
know, because I
Now,
never would have
overall,
thought
most of their
it
cities
was
don't have a really high percentage of the population African American.
Delaware was
Their
one of them
highest
motherfucking
percentages are
cities with a
Ellendale,
bunch of
Delaware, which is
was one of the highest
38.5%,
fucking
Bridgeville, which is
states with black motherfuckers in it.
30.51%,
I just didn't,
Newcastle, which
you
is
know, that's just me, but I'm from the D,
29.16%, Dover
you
is
know, but I think Detroit got to be the
29.20%.
blackest
Overall,
city.
Delaware's
So
black population is 24.1% of the total population, meaning they have about
24.1% of the population
318,000
black.
African American residents.
Okay, number 6. Let's see what number
Number
6 is.
6, Alabama. On
Okay,
history
that's not a
alone,
shocker
I
to me.
thought Alabama would
Alabama,
have been number
number
1 or
6 on the
2. I mean,
list.
the civil rights movement basically kicked off in
Bunch of black
Alabama.
people
You had
down there.
Rosa Parks, the Montgomery bus
Bunch of
boycott,
black people.
Tuskegee
So
Airmen.
that's
So
not a
everything
shocker to
history
me.
buff.
That's
If you want
number
to read
6
some
on the
interesting
list
stuff, read
at
about
the
the
10
Tuskegee Airmen who moved to
blackest
slavery.
states,
Towns with the
according to
highest
Briggs.
percentage of
You
African
know,
American, well, there's Tuskegee
so
Institute. They've got about 5,600
fuck with
people living there,
Briggs.
and
You
about
know, I fuck with him. You know,
95.2% of them
and he's
are African
unbiased.
American or black.
You know, I'm
Tuskegee,
gonna do the
Alabama, the
same
town,
thing
has about 11,000
with the
people.
whitest
90% of them
states.
are black or African American.
And
And then Fairfield,
I think
Alabama
Detroit
has 12,000
is the
residents on this
blackest
list,
fucking
and they've got
city, not
89.64%
state.
African American.
And
Overall,
Livonia,
26.8%
Michigan
of
is
Alabama's
probably the
population is
whitest.
African American. That comes out to
So,
about 1.6 million residents.
and I drive through Livonia every day.
Number 5, South Carolina.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
a
can see
shocker to
South
me.
Carolina being here. South
South
Carolina has
Carolina.
interesting things when it
It's a
comes
bunch
to
of black
black
motherfuckers in
history,
South Carolina.
including in 1708, South Carolina became the
It's a bunch of
first
black
British North
motherfuckers.
American colony to have an African American majority. South Carolina also played a big part when it comes to the civil rights
If
movement
you ain't
back to
18,
the
you shouldn't be on my
1860s. They had
channel.
a
I
lot
think
of
I mentioned that
nonviolent
shit.
protests
It's
against
a
unfair
cannabis smoking
segregation
channel.
laws, but
You
most of the
know.
attention back then went to
But
Alabama,
I drive through
Mississippi, the towns with one of
Livonia
the highest
every day, and
population of
that's
African
probably the
Americans in
whitest
South
city. I
Carolina
got
are
friends in
this:
Livonia. But
Gadsden,
there's
South
black
Carolina
motherfuckers live in
has
Livonia too. I know some
94.99%.
black
Salter,
motherfuckers
South
live in
Carolina is
Livonia.
88.6%, and Denmark, South Carolina has 81.96%.
So
Overall,
let's
South
see what
Carolina's black population is 27% of the
27%
total population for the state
of
of
the
South
total
Carolina, getting them
population
to about
is
1.6 million residents that are African American or black.
for South Carolina. Number 4. Let's see what number 4 is.
Number 4, Maryland. This is a surprise.
Maryland.
Alabama would have a higher percentage
You
of
know
African
that
Americans
don't
than
shock me
Maryland.
with
I'll
with
stop myself on this list, but it's interesting because there's a lot of different African
with
American
Baltimore.
history places you could visit in Maryland. Point
You
Lookout
know,
State
so
Park,
it's a
it's
bunch of black
Museum,
people in
Fort Tobacco
Baltimore. And
Courthouse,
them
Fort
motherfuckers in
Plantation,
Baltimore
Old
scamming.
Fayetteville State
You know,
Fairs,
them motherfuckers, you seen The
Jefferson
Wire?
Park and Museum,
Them
and
motherfuckers
Drake
get down.
African American
Shit.
Schoolhouse. When it comes
Motherfuckers
to
get
cities with
down
the
in
highest population of
Baltimore.
African Americans, you have Baltimore, Maryland, which has 41,000 residents. 93.9% of them are African American. District Heights,
I think a lot to do with
89%.
Baltimore. Why
Siouxland, 87%.
Maryland
And Temple Hill with
might be like the
85.38%.
it's a high
Overall,
black
32%
population
of
there.
Maryland's population is black or African American, putting
Mm.
them at about 2.2 million
Damn, I
residents.
missed it. I think it said 32%. Now we at number 3.
Number 3, Georgia. This
Yeah,
one is
that
not
don't
a
shock me.
surprise. I could see this one easily.
Yeah, I seen that coming a mile away, especially the Atlanta area.
Georgia has a long
I
history
lived
when it
in
comes
Georgia,
to
but I stayed
African American
like 50
influence.
miles
Sadly,
east.
most of it's
But
not good history.
where
Slave
I
race
live is a lot of fucking
segregation,
white
Jim
people. It
Crow
was black
laws,
people.
all
There's a
that
lot
stuff
of
was
white
really
people,
big in states like Georgia. But you
but
also have some really nice things like the
but
music that has
they was
come out
cool.
of
They was my
Georgia.
friends.
Artists that have gone from
Had
everything
my
rap,
neighbor.
hip
He used
hop,
to.
rock and
Uh,
roll, jazz,
it seemed
blues.
like
And then there's
I
number
was like
two, the
me and
Lazy.
only a few
Towns with the
people in the
highest percentage of
subdivision I
black
lived
residents
in.
in Georgia start
We
off
was
with
the
Lithonia, Georgia.
few people
They have
went to work. Everybody else was
75.3%.
retired.
That's a good
And my
sized town.
neighbor,
That's
his wife didn't
82,000
want him to
people.
drink,
Stone
so he
Mountain,
sat on my back porch and drink
70.18%.
and cut my
Decatur,
grass so he could sit on my back porch
64.61%.
and
Overall,
drink so
Georgia's
his wife
African
wouldn't
American
catch him in some
population makes
crazy
up
shit. But
33% of the total population, with about
33% of the
3.5 million
population is
residents.
black in Georgia. That's number three.
brags about how rich he
But
is,
my neighbor
and
would
promises to
sit
lower
on my
taxes for
back porch and drink his
Canadians.
fucking
Kamala
beer.
Harris will cut
And
taxes
the
for
deal
100
was
million
he'll cut
Canadians.
my
And for
grass.
my
That's a
Donald
crazy
Trump,
fucking
I
deal,
will
but
always put working families first.
he was cool.
Why do you tell your
He
patients to
cut
never
my
use the big
grass and
one for
sneak
sweets?
over there and drink beer. He was retired. He ain't had nothing else to do. Didn't even want no gas or nothing, for his lawnmower, for his machine. But that's my dog. He just didn't want his wife to catch him drinking, you know. And Southern hospitality real, good people down there in Georgia. Some good people. You had your assholes where you get that anywhere. Anyway, but we had good people in Georgia. It just ain't a state for me. But let's continue in what the fuck we was doing. Number two.
Number two, Louisiana. Now, the
Yeah,
only thing
that's
that
not a
shocks me about
shocker.
this one is the percentage of black. I mean, you just
Louisiana,
look back at the
bunch
history
of
of
black
Louisiana,
motherfuckers
you would
down
think
there.
that
New
this
Orleans and
state would be
shit.
half and half. It is
But
not. Sadly, I just don't like the way
you
Louisiana's been
know,
run since forever. Just
not to
all the
talk
things I've
about
ever read, the
Louisiana.
stats I
I
see,
have
it's
nothing
just
against them.
depressing. And
But I
honestly, a lot of it
visited
has to do with a lot of
Louisiana,
their old
you know,
politicians, deals they've
and
made, things
it
they've
just
done.
smelled
It's
like a
just too
fish
sad.
tank.
But
The whole
Louisiana
fucking
has an
city to
amazing
me.
history. We from the
Not
War
talking
that
about
went
them.
on in Orange,
That's just,
African Americans have influenced the music of Louisiana and
it's
helped
just,
develop jazz, blues, R&B,
But I
hip
think
hop, and
Mississippi
rock
is
and
the
roll.
blackest
Some of the
fucking place.
musicians that have come
We
out
at number
of New
two.
Orleans alone, I'm just kind of focused on New Orleans
Louisiana just
seems to
smelled
be
like
where
a
a lot of
fish
the
tank.
history comes from.
And
Is
Mississippi had the
one of the most
cleanest fucking
diverse
rest
markets
stops I
in the
ever
nation.
seen.
Louis Armstrong, Randy Jackson,
You know,
Kevin Gates,
until this
Joan
run,
Fats
I did
Domino,
on the highway.
Buddy Guy,
Bucky's. I
Frank
fuck with
Ocean,
Bucky's.
then the Creole food. Oh my
But
God,
rest
who doesn't
stops
eat
where
down
you
there?
just
I'll
pull
be there
off the
late
side of the
January.
road and
Tell you
it's
all
like a
about it.
rest stop.
Towns with the highest percentage
Not
African
like a
American in
Bucky's or
Louisiana
something.
would be Grambling,
So,
with 96.32%, which is a town and a
Mississippi has some
university. You
clean
have
ass
St.
fucking
James
rest
with
stops. I was
87.3%,
shocked.
Lake Providence
So
with
shout out to y'all and
70.3%,
y'all fucking
and my
rest
favorite
stops
name in
in
Louisiana,
Mississippi.
Waterproof, Louisiana, with
You know,
68.04%.
but New Orleans just
Overall,
smelled like a fish tank to
33.1%
me.
of Louisiana's population is black or
33%,
African American, and another
33.1%
1.5
of the
million
population
African
is black.
American or black residents.
Okay,
All right,
number
before
one.
we get to number one, don't forget we have another channel called On This Day. There's a link down
We're
below.
about to see
Also,
what's
if
the
you
number
would, we
one
really appreciate it if you subscribe to this channel.
black
I
is
know I don't ask all the
state.
time, like a lot of channels do, but we're getting really close to 1 million, and
So
I'd really like to knock it out before
the
summer.
number
All
one
right, on
black
to
is
number one.
state.
And number one, Mississippi.
I knew it.
Should be no
I
surprise.
knew it.
Really should
I
be no
knew it.
surprise if you ever bought a in Mississippi.
I
Because all
fucking
the
knew
best
it.
places are black owned, I swear to you.
I swear I
Mississippi, like
fucking
Georgia,
knew it.
like a lot of the southern states, has a long African American history,
Damn.
and not all of it's good.
Mississippi.
Most of it's not good.
The most
Segregation,
black
civil rights
motherfuckers in the
issues,
country
slavery,
is
it's
in
all there. It's
Mississippi,
in the history books. I'm
according
not
to
telling
the
you something you
states.
don't already know. One city in Mississippi that has the highest percentage of black residents is Mountain Bayou, which has 97.8%
Mountain
African
Bayou
American. There's about 3,300 people that live
is,
there.
is
This
the
town was
most.
found as
It's the city with the
black
most
community
black
in
motherfuckers in it,
1887 by former
and
slaves led by
in
Isaiah Montgomery.
Mississippi.
Mountain Bayou is almost
Mountain
97%
Bayou,
African American.
97%
Of any community
black
in
people.
the United States. You also
Wow.
have Friars Point with 93.9%.
But I knew it was Mississippi. Ain't that some fucking shit?
And Shelby, Mississippi with 88.02%.
Shelby, Mississippi.
37.9%
37.9 of the
is black or African American.
39.9% of the population is black. Now let me see if we can find.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. I hope it didn't rub anyone the wrong way. If it
Yeah, I hope I ain't rubbed nobody the wrong way. You know, sorry, apologize, all that. Now we're gonna find the whitest states.
It's a lot of fun.
We're gonna find the whitest states.
I'll give you some suggestions. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Be nice to each other.
We're gonna find the whitest states. Damn. Let me see, the whitest state. I'm just coming off the top of my head. It's probably some shit like Montana or North Dakota, one of them fucking states. Wyoming, where you ain't seeing not one black motherfucker walking through that bitch. Alaska. We gonna see which is the whitest. You know, and if I got enough time, we're gonna do the whitest cities and the blackest cities, and I think it's Detroit, Michigan, and Livonia, Michigan. So we're gonna do this. And I hope I'm moving fast enough for y'all, America. I ain't like them. Damn, I think I did move too fast. Okay. Yeah, I knew that shit was Mississippi. But it ain't no shocker. Mississippi was one of them states. It's a bunch of slaves in Mississippi. You know, a lot of them stayed. You know, I'm glad the part of my family that came to the north did. I'm glad they did. Because Michigan is my home. And I moved out of Michigan, and I don't think I'll ever do it again. Man, I can't write as fast as them youngsters, you know. I should have made another fucking pot of coffee when okay, my man Briggs got this shit. I got some more coffee in my cup. A little bit, I'm gonna have to make another fucking pot. I didn't, made a half a pot like I usually do when I go to work, but it's Sunday morning, so before we even start, I guess I'll just fuck.
A few months ago, I finally caved to public pressure. Normally, I avoid race-related videos on this channel, but I kept getting requests. I always avoided the subject because I just didn't want the comment section.
I guess we just gonna roll with it, because I would have to make a whole nother fucking pot. I don't feel like it. Okay, let me get myself together.
Where to live so they can be near types of restaurants they like, stores and different festivals, things like that. Makes sense, so we did a video on the most
It's 6:30 in the fucking morning.
later on we did the most Hispanic states. Today we are doing
okay, we just done the fucking the blackest states, and Me, I think probably like I said, maybe North Dakota and all that shit. One of them got to be. I know they in the runnings, but the whitest state I think may be like Montana or Wyoming. So let's see. It's according to Briggs, the 10 whitest states in the U.S. We're gonna do this. And I knew fucking Mississippi was gonna be the blackest fucking state. There's a bunch of black motherfuckers in Mississippi. Okay.
What you drive is your call. Alyssa Slotkin is lying to you. Slotkin voted to allow states to ban gas vehicles and handed millions to foreign EV companies that then laid off thousands. Slotkin's bad for Michigan's workers.
Welcome to Maison Perrier. Open the doors to a new level of sparkling taste with our signature gold bubbles. Maison Perrier.
Alright, let's see what. I hope I'm about to do this video with this other topic with my man Briggs. These is the 10 whitest states, and I hope nobody's offended because I'm gonna speak motherfucking mind. So, and like I said, I think we just done the blackest. I'm a black motherfucker, so. And it's probably some things Briggs wouldn't say that I would say. So, but I fuck with Briggs and his stats and shit. So,
I mean, it's kind of only fair. We're gonna look at
the whitest, the 10 whitest states. And if you're not 18, you shouldn't be watching my channel. I'm about to smoke a blue raspberry.
Around 1565, the
Blue raspberry from the Good Life.
showed up on November 11th,
It's an infused hybrid. So,
but the two main things in the history book of
so the 10 whitest states.
is the Mayflower and then the Spanish town in St. Augustine. Whatever the case may be, or the story may be, white people took over, and what is now the United States has been predominantly white ever since.
Okay.
Today, we're going to look at 10 states whose
10 states
haven't changed much since the 1700s. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10.
Okay, number 10, Nebraska. That's not a fucking shocker. That's not a fucking shocker one bit. Nebraska. Yeah. You probably see some black people, but there ain't no niggas out there in Nebraska. Ain't no niggas out there in Nebraska. God damn. I'm surprised I didn't say that shit. The number one male name in Nebraska is Oliver. What the fuck? 88.1% white population. Montana, I knew that shit was up in there. But I thought it would be further down the list.
Originally, Italians and Germans settled in Fergus and Park counties. Many Germans came from North Dakota and Canada, and a lot of
Italians and Germans.
Montana were mostly English and Scottish. Now, the
English and Scottish.
The English and the Scottish basically worked the cattle, but the owners were typically German. Now, they did have sheepmen. Sheepmen normally weren't okay back in the day. The cattle guys didn't really like them.
Wow.
There were a lot of them in Montana, and
Montana, that ain't no shocker.
That's how Montana became Montana we know today. 88.9% of Montana's population.
88.9%.
Number 8, Utah. If you didn't know Utah was mostly white, you've never been in a Mormon temple.
That don't shock me, the Utah. It ain't no. This shit. This blue raspberry shit is some shit. It ain't no niggas rolling through fucking Utah.
And became the first non-Native Americans to settle in the future Beehive State. 90.6% of Utah.
90.6% white.
Iowa. If you didn't know Iowa's very white,
Iowa. It's me and West, but I guess it ain't no bunch. It ain't no niggas really roaming through there.
I've been to Iowa a few times, and it is probably the whitest state I've ever seen. At least that was my opinion.
He said this is the whitest state he ever seen.
So here they are. Number 5. Back in the early days, like the 1840s, a majority of the settlers that came to Iowa came from the Scandinavian countries. Some were Dutch, German, Irish, Scots, and
There's a bunch of motherfuckers there. I can't name that shit as quick as he said it.
with Quakers in 1941, and then the Mormons started showing up
The
around
Mormons or some
1946. Yes,
you know,
Iowa
I
has a
don't know.
good-sized population of Mormons as well.
It's a
Nothing near
lot of
what
white
Utah
people
has, but
there.
it's up there. These days, 90.6% of Iowa's population is considered white.
90.6%.
Wyoming.
Wyoming, I knew they was on the list, but I thought they would be further down too.
The Germans, Italians, Basque, and the Greeks.
So what is the whitest state like? Maybe Maine or New Hampshire, some shit like that. Got to be one of them. You know, I know it ain't Arizona. That's probably not even on there. You know.
Number 5, Idaho.
Idaho.
Fight the reputation for being
Okay.
white. It has always
They
been
got the reputation of being white. That's what they just said. That's what Briggs just said.
Settlers were English, many before statehood.
But I'm not shocked by that. Idaho. Yeah, that's one of the bunch of white people there. You ain't got no niggas roaming through there. If it is some niggas, 93% identify as white. If it's some niggas rolling through Idaho, them niggas smart. You know, especially if it's 90% white. If it's some niggas rolling through there, them niggas smart. Them niggas went to college and shit. It ain't no dumb niggas in Idaho. I tell you that, because it ain't many of them. Shit. Number 4.
This is another state that
New Hampshire, number 4. Yeah, I can feel that.
I mean, we're talking about a state where the people consider Taco Bell diversity. New Hampshire being part of New England.
Yeah, New Hampshire.
And at the time, it was mostly British residents.
Mostly British residents.
But in 1799, they started being joined there by a lot of Scottish and Irish immigrants, which strangers for a long time.
British, Scottish, and Irish in New Hampshire.
You could find little bits and pieces of that culture.
And probably bits of Canadian people, but there probably ain't no niggas there. If there's some niggas there, them niggas smart. 93.1% white population.
West Virginia. West Virginia's kind of strange.
Yeah.
I thought they would be a little bit higher as in the percentage because
I drove through West Virginia. West Virginia is a different fucking kind of state. I probably won't drive through there again. I didn't have no problems with nothing going through there.
So I'm actually surprised they're number 3 on this list.
You know, I ain't had no problem. It's just a bunch of hills. There's nothing fucking flat there. Scottish, Irish, German settlers.
And Greenbrier counties. The Scottish and Irish culture is really soaked into the West Virginia land. A lot of the folk music in this part of the country is heavy with Scottish and Irish folk influence. These days,
93.5% of the population is white.
Number 2, Vermont.
Vermont.
What I said about New Hampshire? Well, it's the same in Vermont.
Yeah, it's probably not one nigga rolling through Vermont. If it is, that nigga smart.
Their crime stats, you look at their schools,
That nigga smart.
They're always right next to each other on whatever stat we're looking at. Like New Hampshire, the place was settled with the English, the Irish, and the Scottish eventually, and they also had a fair share of...
If I moved to a state like that, I wouldn't even know where the fuck to move. Wonder if they even got a ghetto. You know, wonder if they even got a ghetto. So shit, I'm gonna have to look that up. What's the black population in Vermont? Do they got a ghetto? Do motherfuckers even trap? I wonder if they know what trapping is in Vermont. Man, number 1. Yeah, I knew that. That probably was. Yeah, that's way off the grid. I wonder if Maine got trapping. Oh, that's what I'm gonna have to look up. That's the number 1 whitest state.
entire metro
I
area
wonder.
has about 556,000. But if you look at the city of Portland, Maine,
I'm gonna have to look
the
at
population is 91.27%. That is very high for a
Portland,
city.
Maine.
Granted, this isn't some urban sprawl or anything like that. It's still a city. If you take a look at
Now, I'm gonna have to look this
across
up
the country in Oregon, their white
and see if
population
it's
is about
motherfuckers
76%.
trapping
Side
in
note, Oregon
Portland,
almost
Maine.
made this list. It comes in
You
at number
know,
14. Portland, Oregon is
has
obviously a lot bigger, but still, it's an interesting comparison.
just to
The
see
Washington State has a population that is 94.4%.
94.4%.
All right, that's today's video.
God
Hope you guys
damn.
enjoyed it. Hope you
I
got
got to
some
look
motivation
this
out
shit
of it.
up.
We do
I
another one of
got
these.
to.
What race,
World
culture,
according to
religion
breaks, you
should we do
know.
about?
I hope
All
I
right.
don't offend
Have a
nobody
great
about
day.
what I'm talking about and the way I'm talking, but I got to look this shit up. You know, I got to look this shit up. Man. Okay. I'm gonna look this up. America. I'm about to sign out. It was good. I hope I didn't offend nobody, but I had to jump in my live, you know. And that's what this platform is about. It's about being able to express and talk, you know, and just be diverse, you know. I always said in America, if we all just look at each other as just simply being Americans instead of putting a race on it. I'm black, you white, you know, I'm this, I'm that, and you may be that. You know, you may be 100% white, I may be 100% black, but what about the ones that's stuck in the middle? You know, that may have a white parent and a black parent, or a Latino parent and a white parent, Latino parent and a black parent. So where that put them, you know? So we just look at each other as being Americans. Simple, you know, but I enjoy just going through what we went through with the 10 blackest states and the 10 whitest states. And Briggs, the world according to Briggs, mess with his channel. You know, if you want to see it from his perspective, because that's what I'm talking about, the world according to Briggs. So check him out. And I'm going to do some more videos like this. I enjoy doing this. And peace. Love you, America. You have a good Sunday.